Hey, I'm Bo Stevenson, and this is an adventure. I've been going across this entire country seeking local legends, and every city and town has one. I'm talking about those independent, authentic, one-of-a-kind people and places that make this country great. These aren't the legends that you know. These aren't the stories you've already been told. This is different. This is the Local Legend Project. Muscle Shoals is just this small town in Alabama. But yet, it's produced some of the greatest, most influential music in American history. Aretha Franklin, Etta James, Wilson Pickett, Otis Redding, they've all cut hits at Fame Studios. And the Fame Rhythm section, well, they broke off and they started their own studio called Muscle Shoals Sound. The Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Bob Seger, Paul Simon, Lynyrd Skynyrd, they all came to that tiny building at 3614 Jackson Highway because they wanted some of that Swamper magic.
I think a big legacy of the Swampers is there's a work ethic. And I think for those of us who grew up around here, we saw those guys like David and Spooner and Jimmy Johnson and Rick, and saw a life in music wasn't a fantasy. Once you dug in and started to know that there were actually a lot of people here who made a career in music, and it just became a reality. You can do that. Like, that's a possibility.
The Muscle Shoals sound, all those guys and gals, you know, stuck to their musical guns, you know, and that's what, in my mind, makes them legends.
I can't believe I'm about to go hang out with Jimmy Johnson. This is crazy.
You see, I've never had a job. I mean, it's the only job I ever had, so.
I mean, that makes you a legend, just that one sentence.
We started playing sessions, and then, we started making a living. When we first got here, it was like, what the hell have we done? What did we just do?
Were you scared?
Oh, a good word. It's a good word. Mm. That's how we felt. I mean, we were musicians, had never really been in business before,
And then the Rolling Stones come here.
Yeah, they came in, this matter of fact, the same year that we started it, 69, they were here in the latter part of 69. And I wasn't a big fan of theirs at first.
Really?
The reason I was not was because they always told people that they were a blues rock band. Mm-hmm. We didn't think they were. We were the rhythm and blues band, not them. I mean, look at our chart. Look what we've cut.
Yeah.
When a Man Loves a Woman, right?
Yeah.
But after spending 3 days and cutting those 3 records, Brown Sugar, Wild Horses, and You Gotta Move, which was a cover. Mm-hmm. Fred McDowell, Mississippi Fred McDowell cover. It's a great blues thing. You got to move. You got to move.
Yes.
Killer. And I mean, can you imagine cutting those 3 records?
No.
I can't either. But at the end, I realized how great this band was. And so I admired this group.
Yeah.
And I became a fan.
You must have some wild stories.
When we got this place, all the artists were coming here and they was wanting beer and stuff. Finally, we bought a beer machine. The draft.
Yeah, big keg.
Big keg.
Yeah.
Well, the cops were coming here every day and stopping to meet the artists. It became their 2 or 3 stops a night. Because
they're fans.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Did the cops ever have a beer with anybody, or were they like?
I wouldn't tell them.
The legend didn't end with Muscle Shoals Sound or Fame Studios or the Swampers. There's a whole new sound coming out of Alabama. And it's coming out of Single Lock Records. John Paul White won 4 Grammys with his band The Civil Wars. Now he's come back home, and he started a record label with Ben Tanner and Will Trapp.
What I discovered here that's kept me here is this next generation of musicians and songwriters and other engineers and producers. And it's this really vibrant community, but I didn't really realize how special it was until I went lots of other places.
To us, it's always strange that people, number one, listen to what we have to say, that they listen to our ideas, and but while we have their ear, we're going to take advantage of that. But we're all very intensely proud of our brothers and sisters, and that people that came before us and the people that are here now, and the transition between the two, and the people that are going to come right after us. And we feel like, you know, it's the whole pay it forward thing, because we watched people like David Hood and Spooner Oldham, who are the most selfless people on earth, and who do as much for other fellow musicians as they do for themselves, if not more. And I've never been around people quite like it. And people talk about the Muscle Shoals sound. I'm not sure I have any better of a quote about what the Muscle Shoals sound is, but I've noticed that the thread that runs through all those guys is that humility. It's beautiful. I think we all sing each other's praises. We all link arm in arm, and I hope people see it. And is it a phase? Is it cyclical? Who gives a shit? Right, let's just enjoy it and make as good a music as we possibly can while we can. Die trying, why not?
You know, there's a reason all the big stars came to Muscle Shoals Sound to record, and it's the same reason that Single Lock Records is so successful today. These guys out here, they put their heart and their soul into everything they do. Theirs is a tale to inspire any independent musician. Work hard, dream big. Well, I'm off to discover other local legends. So look for more episodes of the Local Legend Project as we seek to tell the stories of America you haven't been told.